Welcome back, Saints Stuff fans. I'm your host, Wes Brown. Thank y'all for last week's videos with all the comments. I know I've gotten a lot of texts personally from close friends and family of what I can do differently and for how their favorite player of their Saints long-term player. So again, I want to do another giveaway. I'm doing a Denver Broncos theme this time with wide receiver Tim Patrick and running back Melvin Gordon as cards for those that are interested. Just again, name your favorite Saints player, and the most liked comment will win that card. If we don't have very many likes, I will choose somebody randomly to give away these 2 free cards. So these are score playing cards for, again, Denver Broncos Tim Patrick and Melvin Gordon. So today, I want to talk about some Saints news that's been recently kind of going around. I've read a few articles about it. So today, I want to talk about, first off, the cap space. Cap space has been everything for us this offseason, and largely, we just got our entire Saints draft class signed. That is largely due to the fact because of Marshon Lattimore. Marshon Lattimore converted his $10.2 million salary for this year into a $990,000 salary that he's going to be playing with. Obviously, that's about $10 million or $9 million decrease, and because of that, we were able to sign our entire Saints draft class. So that has given us some financial flexibility because of that. So right now, where we stand is right around $5.6 million in free cap space. The reason, I think we've talked extensively about cap space before. Reason players do that is they get a check right up front. It's almost like a reward for doing that, and it allows the team to be able to play with the salary cap numbers and diminish salary cap hits for this year and be able to find more room to sign more players. So that's where we sit right now, $5.6 million in free cap space, and Marshon Lattimore is the reason why, because he was able to give up pretty much his entire salary to be able to do that. Because of that, we have been very slow in the free agency market so far. There's been a lot of talk about Richard Sherman and some other big names that have been interested in coming to the Saints. Dre Kirkpatrick was another corner that just came 2 weeks ago looking to try out for the Saints. And we've been slow in free agency because we have so much financial flexibility. The reason we have that flexibility is because our 2 biggest areas that we need to correct is the corner position opposite of Marshon Lattimore and the quarterback competition that's going on. And we'll get into the quarterback competition later on in this video. But the corner position right now is largely, we're in a good spot because of who we have. Marcus Williams, number 1, is in the backfield, and he is one of the best safeties, top 5 at his position right now. And he's in line for a huge pay grade, of course, but because we have him behind him, because we have Malcolm Jenkins, whoever our cornerback number 2 is, we don't have to worry so much because Marcus Williams could either lean his way or we can have Malcolm Jenkins shade his side. Either way that allows us to be more flexible with who we get and when we sign them and how much we sign them, because we already have a lot of talent in-house already. So because of that, I want to talk about Ryan Ramczyk, Marshon Lattimore, and Marcus Davenport. They are in line for huge pay increases, and they're going to be signed to new contracts soon. So because of that, that will allow us to create more cap space by signing them to long-term deals. So when we're able to play with those numbers and sign them up and lock them in for long-term deals, that'll diminish the cap hit that we're going to hit this year, and will allow us to have more cap space, and then we can go and sign the player that we really need for those positions. So that's what I want to talk about right now, is because of those flexibilities. We've already talked a little bit about the corner position, but the other flexible position has been the linebacker position. Zach Bond has moved from the on-ball linebacker to the off-ball linebacker, meaning instead of blitzing the quarterback, running in for a run stop, he's going to be more in pass coverage and guarding tight ends, guarding the running backs coming out of the backfield, and he will probably see a lot of linebacker competition from Pete Werner, on our new rookie. So because of that flexibility there, that's allowed us to be not aggressive in free agency. So I'm okay with that so far. I just wanted to allow my viewers to see the Saints news that have been coming across recently. So again, the two other points that I have is Marshawn Lattimore recently. He had an interview where he said that he is the best corner in the league right now in the entire NFL. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I don't necessarily agree with that either, because when he is playing great, he is fantastic. He could be a top corner in the entire NFL. However, there's games where these no-name receivers blow by him and kill him. So a couple stats I want to throw this way. Lattimore against Mike Evans, who has been historically beat by Marshawn Lattimore. Mike Evans is 0 for 29 in pass attempts to him in the last 2 years. It means Marshawn Lattimore has been against him for 29 times and has allowed 0 receptions so far. That's been phenomenal in terms of one of the best receivers in the league right now. Another stat I came across was Lattimore against Julio Jones is 2 for 16 with 1 touchdown and 1 fumble. Those are great stats if you're talking about two of the best receivers in Mike Evans and Julio Jones. And Marshawn Lattimore can, in fact, be the best corner in the league if he really wanted to. And if he wanted to play against those top-tier competition, when he feels ready, he jumps in and does his best job I've ever seen. Then there's other games where it's almost like he takes the day off and he gets blown by and gets beaten coverage all day long by these no-name receivers. So it's very inconsistent. It's very, it makes it hard to watch as a Saints fan because you know that talent is there and it just doesn't always produce on the field. So he is looking to be more consistent as the season goes on, and he's looking to be more motivated at coming into each game knowing what he needs to do. Because of this, because of the flexibility I already talked about, if we shift our defense to protect that second corner, that's going to put Marshawn Lattimore on an island. And when I say on an island, that means in one-on-one man coverage opportunities against the other receiver, the other side of the field, more and more. And when he did that his rookie year, he was fantastic. But when we started playing more zone coverage, it seems like Marshawn Lattimore got a little lost. So I'm interested to see if our defense can make that change and make that shift, and how well or how bad Marshawn Lattimore plays because of that change. So there's that update right there. And then the last thing that I wanted to update with Saints news is the quarterback competition that's going on right now. We have Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill. They're both vying to be the heir to what Drew Brees has created with the New Orleans Saints. Jameis has the incredible arm talent, the passing down. However, he's extremely wild at times and inconsistent himself. So it makes it very difficult to give him the keys to the offense when he can be that inconsistent. And then you have Taysom Hill, who is turning 30, and he's that gadget player that we've used, and he can do it all, but at the same time, he's not always been the best passer, and he gets very run-first mentality. So between those two, Jameis Winston has created this notion almost in the media as of the last couple months that he is a changed player, LASIK eye surgery, married his high school girlfriend, I think, and he's not the arrogant rookie that he came in to be, and now he's the humble veteran. And so we'll see if that happens, and I really do hope that he has made those changes and been able to grow as not just a player but as a person, really. And so we'll see if that happens. Taysom Hill has also done a lot of growing in the sense of being able to become more pocket passing. He said he has worked out extensively at the quarterback position this offseason so far, and he is looking to play quarterback and be the QB number 1 for the New Orleans Saints coming this season. That would, in turn, you would think, cause a lot of drama between the two quarterbacks. However, in both recent interviews, they said that they're both being very supported by each other. They're all about team mentality first, and they only want to do is win. And so whichever quarterback chooses, or Sean Payton chooses at the end of the day, that's who they're going with. So I'm grateful to see that team mentality is there, and that all they want to do is win at the end of the day. So, and when Sean Payton was asked about which quarterback he feels, does he have a favorite right now, he talked about he does not have a favorite. It's an open competition right now, and he talked about how he wants to change the offense to be, let me read it specifically, to be tailor-made offense just around the quarterback, just like when Drew first came in. And so we've seen what Sean Payton can do in an offense when he has the right quarterback. So if you give him a talented quarterback in Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill, he will tailor-make the offense to make sure it's successful. And we have talent around him with Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, and a great offensive line. So I'm looking very forward to what we have so far. And let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to talk about in terms of Saints news recently. So because we've been doing a lot of NFC South ratings and rankings and stuff like that. So I want to get back to the New Orleans Saints and what some of the recent news that they've been doing today. So last reminder, again, we have these 2 cards that somebody, lucky winner, will win. And I'm interested to see those comments about who's your favorite Saints player of all time and what you would like me to talk about. So thank y'all for listening. Like and follow if you can. Remember to subscribe if you would like to. And thank you, and who dat?